Hello, magical people. Welcome back. This is the this is the Majik Life, and I am Nina Diedrich, the Magic Mom. I hope all of you are having an amazing day. We are going to get some cards pulled and, see about the energy for tomorrow. We are also testing the later live stream time, so let me know in the chat if this is a time that works good for you, and we'll get started pulling some cards. I think we are going to continue along the same vein we took yesterday, where I just pull one card out of each deck randomly, and that seems to be working the best. So we are going to start today with a Soul Truth card by Brianna Hovey. And let's see what we get today. Ooh, do I know all my strengths and am I using them? That is an excellent question for today, don't you think? It says we all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius, and this inspires others to do the same. Hello, Robin. I loved your video earlier. And just so you know, I linked your channel onto my channel page. So, I hope you don't mind that I'm shouting you out to everyone. Awesome. Thanks, Taylor, for letting me know. I think we're going to end up having to do a later live stream time. I'm working 9 to 5 for the next 3 days, so it's going to be a little bit too hard for me to get on that early, because for most of you, that would be like, I would have to be on about 6 a.m. my time, which would be like 4 a.m. for those of you on the West Coast. So, Anyways, back to our card. I appreciate you too, babe. The soul action that we get with this card says, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Awesome. Well, I'm using one of my gifts, showing up for all of you tonight, and letting you know you could do it too. So let me know in the chat box or in the comment section how you're planning to show up today. Or I should say, this will be for tomorrow. But, how are you showing up right now? All right. So just continuing through the box, we're going to go with Esther and Jerry Hicks' Money and Law of Attraction deck and get a message from Abraham next. And it is, the 29. So that breaks down to 11. It says, I do not need to have money to attract money. Ooh, I like that. So it says, you do not have to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. The key is you have to find ways of improving the way you feel from right where you stand before things can begin to change. By softening your attention to the things that are going wrong, and by beginning to tell stories that lead more in the direction of what you want instead of in the direction of what is currently happening, your vibration will shift, your point of attraction will shift, and you will get different results. True facts. I can say with utter and complete certainty that I guarantee that works. I know I've tried it. I don't always manage to achieve it, but when I do, it's epic. All right, next is the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kronz. And we get the Son of Wands. Ooh, I like this one. This one kind of reminds me of the Ace of Wands too. So this is about a message coming about an action that you are going to take. kind of like yesterday we got the Page of Swords. This is kind of like the page in the Wild Unknown deck. And the pages usually have a message about something you need to do, something that you need to process in feeling, that kind of thing. And for me, this one is always the ta-da! You have a message. So the question is, have you got it already? Or will it be coming up soon? Let's go to the Sacred Traveler Oracle by Denise Lynn next. Ooh, I love this. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Remember that. All right, let's get the book and we'll read the deeper message into this card. But remember that most of you have somebody that's looking up to you, whether it be your children or your family or, people on YouTube or wherever it is. You have a blog, wherever you happen to be, even at work, people are looking at you as an example. Your light is shining brightly. You are a beacon for others, right? Okay, so the Wise Leader card says, that you are a leader. You carry a wisdom and radiance that inspires others. And even if you're not always aware of the depth of wisdom within you, it's emerging by leaps and bounds. This is a time to step into your power and take a role of leadership. You're ready. Grab the reins. Make decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure, but make decisions anyway. It's what a leader does. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know on the journey, it's easy to tell who the leaders are. They have an inner grace and strength that glows from within. Others travel on the pathways that the leaders have created. The wise leader holds up the flame as a torch for others in the darkest night. But the leader also listens to the beat of their own drum. So grab the reins of life on your terms. Don't live to please and appease others to the detriment of your own needs. This is not what a leader does. And live without regrets. Because there are no place for regrets in a magic life. All right, the next one is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And these are by Deborah Blake, I believe. Yes, Deborah Blake. And we get the Moon card. Ooh, things unseen, right? What I love the most about this rendition of the Moon card, though, is you see the kitty looking at its reflection. It's seeing its highest aspect. So when you look at you, are you seeing your highest aspect? Are you instead, looking at yourself with regret and instead focusing on the shadows? That's a good one too. I like that message. All right, the Moonology deck is next, and these are by Yasmin Boland. And we get the Disseminating Moon. Take time to breathe out. So this is the time when the moon is almost full, but not quite, right? So let's look at this Disseminating Moon, see if I can find it. Or I should say, the Disseminating Moon is right after the full moon. So this is after the energy has peaked and it's starting to kind of calm down a little bit, and you can actually, take that time to breathe out, okay? After things have already sped up. Okay, so this card, I just want to show this. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best, and try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. To attune to the energy of this card, you can say to yourself, I am where I am, and it's okay. Additional meanings for this card say, you should know where you stand either now or very soon. Or, you need to take some time out for your own good. Or, it's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. And last, avoid falling into a slump. The teaching of the disseminating moon says, the disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when you pick this card, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is the time to breathe out and give yourself some time off and think about what has just passed. So we already went through this energy with this last full moon of having to make a quick decision, right? And now we're kind of dealing with that aftermath, but we need to give the energy some time to catch up. And, well, the best way we can do that is by meditating. And yesterday we got the Meditate in the Sun card, so, you know. All right. Moving on to our next deck, we have the Steampunk Tarot. And these are by Barbara Moore. And we get the Page of Swords again, but out of a different deck. So, not only do we have word of some action that we should be taking, but now we know exactly what that action is, and we're getting ready to take it. But first, we're taking the time to breathe out before we jump headlong into the next thing. Nice. Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. And we get Focus, the Crystals card. I'm going to read this one out of the book. I don't usually read Stephen D. Farmer's ones out of the book, but we're going to do it this time. Just because I think this one has a deeper message for us. Just because we seem to be getting a lot of the same kind of message. I know. They are kind of going pretty cohesive. So the crystal card says, here we see an amethyst crystal cave bathed in the water from a river. The points of light representing the spiritual force that these crystal beings generate. Amethyst, as well as other types of crystals, oh my goodness, have been used for thousands of years in magic and healing, as well as for intensifying psychic capabilities. Since its violet color is the same as the crown chakra, it has often been referred to as a spiritual stone. The nature of quartz crystals, the second most common element in the Earth's crust, is that they help focus the power of our life or spirit. Where attention goes, power flows. And crystals magnify this power tenfold. Our intention influences where our attention goes. When we're more consciously aware of our intention, it facilitates the focus of that spiritual power and supports the manifestation and material reality of that intention. Ultimately, the message of this card says, it's time to bring your complete focus to the subject of your inquiry. Eliminate all distractions. And give this your undivided attention. Whether this is a project, relationship, or simply a relaxing time spent walking in nature, be fully present to the situation. This sharpening of focus will expand your awareness and allow your inner guidance to penetrate your consciousness, which can then be parlayed into appropriate action. By being focused with crystal clarity, you are in the flow of your life force and, in fact, have become one with it. It is not a hypervigilant or tension-filled state, but one of relaxed attention. Keep your eyes, ears, and heart focused on that which you need to pay attention to, and miracles can be created. To paraphrase a fictional elder, use the force and use it in life-enhancing ways. Nice, I like that. So our crystals are going to be very important in helping us to focus this energy that we're currently working through. And we're eventually going to get to the crystal deck, and we'll find out which one's going to be the best. But they use the amethyst as a reference, so it is probably going to be one of those. Okay. I have mine right here, so. All right. Or I should say one of mine. Let's get one out of the Nature's Whisper Oracle next. And these are by Angela Hartfield, I believe. Yes, Angela Hartfield. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I gave you the right information. Also, that reminds me, I did add links to all of my decks that I currently have. Some of them are Amazon affiliate links, just to let you know. If you purchase something through them, it does not add anything to what you pay, but I do get a small percentage for referring you. Just FYI. We get assurance. I love this card. See how they're all intertwined into the elements of this tree, right? All 4 seasons represented. And it's the 14. This is the 5, so change, but it's change that is welcomed. Okay. The assurance card says, remain steady and be assured you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. There's that word again, focus. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work, and new ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear. And as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need. I love that. Trust yourself. Just like trust the universe. You are exactly where you need to be, exactly when you need to be. Right? I was born on November 5th, so I feel you on the 5s, Robin. My life has just been a sea of change. All right, the Soul Coaching deck by Denise Lynn is next. Ooh, we got this one the other day, I think. Strength. I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. I love how he's holding up the world, kind of like Atlas, but without the sense of overt responsibility, right? It's easy. He's going with the flow. I love that card. Okay, the next deck is the Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. And we get the 3 of Cups. So this is definitely something we are going to be celebrating, and not just celebrating by ourselves, celebrating with our friends. All of them. Love that. Okay. The Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein is next. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. maybe that's the hang up right there. Maybe that's what we need to be stopping to contemplate. The fact that we feel like we have to apologize for wanting things. Maybe you have an issue wanting things for yourself when you see things going so badly in the world, or supposedly badly, right? We need the contrast, though, so that we can better define who and what we are in relation to it, and what we want to do about it and become because of it. So don't forget that. And the Sacred Path cards are next. These are by Linda Childers and Jamie Sams. And we get the Sundance card. Were we just talking about this a little bit? It's not necessary to sacrifice your own happiness just because someone else is unhappy. Empaths, did you hear that? Yes, I'm saying it to myself too. It is okay for you to reach higher, even though maybe somebody you know isn't. Don't let them drag you down to their level. This is also a really good card for the Divine Masculine. This is the Divine Masculine doing this ritual in recognition for what the Divine Feminine goes through to bring life through as the portal, right? This is their contribution to that essence. And in that way, they feel that they can lessen the pain of their women, their counterparts, by doing it. So it's kind of a little bit of a, double-edged sword a little bit. All right. The Crystal Intentions Oracle is next, and we're going to pick one card. We get Sodalite. It says, I sail through life on calm, nurturing waters. I am at peace with myself and the world around me. Nice, I like that. Okay, and on the back it says, this stone is good for releasing anger and increasing harmony, reducing inflammation, improving our inner knowing and calm, increasing our mental clarity and our emotional balance. So it would also be good to use it with the amethyst in cohabitation. I like that. All right, let's get a Woman Runes deck, just because, I was just talking about Divine Feminine. And this is always the deck that I use to call forth that energy. Oh my goodness. Un momento. The live wouldn't be complete if I didn't throw some of these on the floor, right? Okay. See, and there we get the Rune of Faith, Inspiration, Truth, and Psychic Healing. The Moon and the Star. I love this one. This is also the 17, and that goes down to an 8, which is representation of our infinite connection to Source and who and what we really are. Love that. And it comes out with the Spiral, which is a 36 and a 9. So we have a little bit of growth. This is the Rune of Initiation and Rites of Passage. In a way, we're all kind of going through an initiation and huge rites of passage right now as we're learning how to embody all of this new energy pouring into the world. And it's rough sometimes, but hang in there because it's going to be worth it. All right, let's get one from the Starseed deck by Nari Anastasia. This is one of my favorite mini decks. I have 2 mini decks and I love them. And we get one. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness. Okay, and weren't we just talking about intuition? Because here's the intuition card. I love the art on these. It says, trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. So there's your confirmation, people. You already know what you need to do and where you need to be. Love it. Okay, and next we'll go to the Divine Doors deck by Andres and Gracia. This is my other mini deck. I love these. They're kind of like a fun little card game. All right, let's see what door we get today. This one. Oh, I love that. Okay, so here's the door. And it says, freedom flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine, sacred reason. Right? So that kind of goes along with our whole don't sacrifice your own soul to make someone else happy because, well, they're still going to be unhappy and then you're going to have sacrificed your soul. Let's not do that anymore, okay? Promise? Pinky promise? All right. Now, all we have left is the Affirmators decks. So we'll get one from the General, one from the Love and Relationships deck, and one from the Family deck. All right. And also, if you have any questions you would like me to answer live, please place them in the chat box in all capitals. I realized I didn't say that, but that's kind of a thing whenever we're here live. Just FYI, for those of you who are tuning in that are new. All right, we're going to go with the Family deck first, and I'm just going to pull one out. Ooh, we get consolation, right? Love that. And it says, I am a kind and supportive family member, and I give that support as willingly as a golden retriever. When someone I care about is feeling down, I'll console them and pick them back up. Not literally, unless they're much, much smaller than me. But even in that case, I'll remember to lift with my legs because kind and supportive people aren't immune to back issues. So there you go. Help people, yes. But don't hurt yourself to do it, okay? There's no need to sacrifice your own happiness for someone else. And out of the Love and Relationships deck, I pulled out two. Universe will have what its will. We get maturity. Nice, I like that. And commitment. Beautiful. Maturity says, we're going to make peace with the tough decisions of our past. We probably would have skipped the pain they came with, but we're grateful for their lessons that it brought us. Because of those tough relationships, we can look back at the mosaic of our life and see value in even the most broken pieces. Absolutely. And commitment says that we willingly accept that it's safe to topple our walls and commit completely to a relationship. It might be one that's already here or one that's on the way. Either way, those walls have got to go. Without them, we can go further, feel freer, and love bigger than ever before. Bonus, no walls means you'll have saved lots of money on picture frames. But it is important. And that is a lesson that I'm having to learn every day too. Having come out of a horribly narcissistic shadow realm, previous marriage and relationship. My new marriage and relationship sometimes scare the bejesus out of me because I don't know what to expect, because sometimes it really does seem too good to be true. Being in a twin flame union that is united is amazingly epic. And I'm not talking about the drama-filled ones that some readers represent, but the true ones. The true soul melding, absolutely melt your heart and make all your friends sick to their stomachs kind of relationship. Taylor can vouch for that. She's seen it in person. But, it sometimes scares the shit out of me, and I am worried more times than I would like to admit about whether or not I'm going to fuck it up because of hang-ups from my previous life. because it really does feel like that old me totally died 6 years ago and was completely reborn again into what you see now. But even then, 2 years ago, I was a totally different entity than I am right now. When I started this channel to now is completely different, and just know that as you progress through this, you may not be able to see the progress yourself, but if you look back even 3 months ago, your life was totally different than it is now. And, you're constantly progressing through that process. That's what we're all doing. So cut yourself some slack. And let's get a general card. Thanks, Robin. Ah, here it is. The trust card. We're going to trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because we simply know it in our gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. So there you have it, folks. We're not going to be defensive wieners anymore because we are going to trust that everything is always working out for us and all our wants and needs are met above and beyond our greatest expectation. Always, in all ways, because we're safe, loved, prosperous, powerful, and protected. Always. And that's really what you have to remember, because fear is false evidence appearing real, and it has no place in our existence now. So how about we all put it away together? I'm going to try. Will you? And just for shits and giggles, how about we get one more card? And whoever says the deck in the chat first gets their card picked. So I'll wait. Pick your favorite deck. 1, 2, 3, go. I just want to thank all of you too for joining me. I know this is kind of a late stream, but we'll get this back going sooner than later. No takers, huh? I guess Source gets to pick. So it's going to be the Earth Magic Oracle. Oh, I was wrong. It's the Moonology deck. And the full moon in Leo. And well, that's kind of fitting because it is Leo season. So don't let pride get in your way is the last parting message from Source. But trust that you are right where you need to be, right when you need to be, and everything is going to work out just fine. So cry if you have to, but then pick yourself back up and slap a smile on your face and know it's all part of the process. And we'll get through it together one day at a time. All right, my friends, that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you, as always, for joining me. And until next time, may favor follow you wherever you go, as does my love. Because, well, I love you all beyond measure. And this wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you for showing up for yourself as well as for me. And make sure you smash that like button and share it with your friends, because I'm not on social media. And, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow night. Bye now.